How to find the number of firms in an industry in the long run? The question is, in a perfectly competitive market, suppose market demand curve is given by P is equal to 10 plus W minus Q, where P is the market price, W denotes the average wealth of the consumers, and Q denotes the industry output. Total cost function for the representative firm is being denoted by this small q, that is C is equal to Q cube minus 2Q square plus 5Q, where this small q denotes the output of a firm. If the average wealth of the consumer in this market is 80, then the total number of firms in this industry in the long run will be, we need to find out the total number of firms here. Okay, so first thing is, we are being told the situation is about the long run. So what happens in the long run in a perfectly competitive market? The price that will be determined in the long run will be equal to the long run average cost, which will be equal to the long run marginal cost. That means in the long run, price is determined at a point where the long run average cost curve and long run marginal cost curves intersect with each other, and this will denote the output of a representative firm here. And also we can say that the price in the long run will be equal to the minimum of long run average cost firm. Simple thing, marginal cost curve intersects the long run average cost curve at its minimum point. And we can also say that the price in the long run will be equal to the minimum of long run AC. Minimum of long run AC means the point where the slope of the average cost function is equal to 0. Okay. So first thing is, what will we do? We write the given market demand function P is equal to 10 plus W minus Q. Okay. So since we know that the average wealth of the consumer is 80, so I can write P is equal to 10 plus, in place of W we write 80. Then we have the industry output, which is Q. So this will denote the industry inverse demand function, that is P is equal to 90 minus Q. Since this condition is to be satisfied, that means first we need to find out the long run average cost curve, long run average cost function, and for the sake of simplicity, let us say it is average cost. Okay, to save the space here. So average cost, as we know, is equal to the total cost divided by the output. So total cost function, when we divide it by Q, we will get the average cost. So Q cube minus 2Q square plus 5Q is our cost function. To this we divide by Q. Dividing by Q, we will get the average cost function, this Q square minus 2Q plus 5. Okay, so we are done with the average cost function. Next we need to find out the marginal cost. So marginal cost is simply the derivative of the given total cost function with respect to output. So marginal cost will be equal to the change in the output, change in the cost due to the change in the output, which is the derivative of this function with respect to Q. Derivative of Q cube will be equal to 3Q square by power function rule minus the derivative of Q square is 2Q, so 2 becomes coefficient, so 2 into 2 is 4Q, and derivative of a Q in 5Q is 1, so we are left with 5. This is our marginal cost. Now the condition to be satisfied is that we equate the average cost with marginal cost. This is our average cost function, which we calculated here, Q square minus, this is our average cost function, Q square minus 2Q plus 5, and we equate it with the marginal cost, which is this 3Q square minus 4Q plus 5. Okay. Now we do some cancellation. 5 and 5 gets cancelled. Transposing this Q square to LHS, it will get subtracted. So 3Q square minus Q square will be equal to, then we transpose this minus 4Q to RHS, it becomes plus 4Q here. Okay. So subtracting Q square from 3Q square, we get 2Q square, and here minus 2Q plus 4Q becomes plus 2Q. Dividing both sides by 2Q, so this gets cancelled here. Here 2 and 2 gets cancelled and 1Q gets cancelled. That means Q will be equal to 1. That means each firm in this industry will produce 1 unit of output in the long run. Now using this condition, that is price is equal to long run average cost, we equate price with average cost. Okay, we evaluate average cost at Q is equal to 1 to find out the corresponding price. So P is equal to average cost. Average cost function is this very function, so we evaluate this average cost function at Q is equal to 1. That means in place of Q square we have 1 square, in place of Q here we have 1. Solving this, we will get the market price is equal to Q. Okay, so we are done with the market price. Next we need to find out the industry output. Simply we plug P is equal to 4 in this inverse demand function, so in place of P we write 4 is equal to 90 minus Q, so Q will be equal to 86. That means total output in this industry will be equal to 86. Now then what about the number of firms in this industry? Let us denote N as the number of firms. Okay, so number of firms times the output produced by each representative firm will be equal to total output, industry output. Simple thing. If we have, if each firm is producing 1 unit of if each firm is producing 1 unit of output, then the total output will be equal to number of firms times output produced by each firm, and it will be equal to the market output, okay, industry output. So and we need to find out Q we got as 1, okay, and it should be equal to the industry output, which is equal to 86. Okay, that means N will be equal to 86 divided by 1. That gives us the number of firms in the long run in this perfectly competitive market will be equal to 86. Okay, I hope I make myself clear in this video. Thank you.